All right. Hey, Internet. Eric here. And as you can see, I am not here alone. Usually I don't put anything on my channel on Sundays unless I'm doing a Bloody Sunday video. However, this is more important. I'm here with my good friend Patrick from Have Cheetah Will View. And the reason why we are here together is next month is going to be Sharks and Schlock month on both of our channels.
That's right.
What that is first off, welcome, Patrick. And
Thank you.
this was kind of your brainchild a little bit, I would have to say, if I'm correct.
I think it was me more begging you to do another Shark Week. It's more like I think that was my involvement.
I think
Begging-
that's what it was. I think you're right because what it is a couple years ago I did Shark Week on my channel. I found out when is it the History Channel or the Discovery Channel? They every year they have Shark Week, and I thought it would be fun to discuss shark movies on my channel for that week. And I did pretty much the entire Jaws franchise. I did Deep Blue Sea. I think I did 47 meters down. And then
Mhm.
that little gold nugget that Patrick found, that little video that he just really loved, and God bless you, you promoted the hell out of it. I sat and watched a Ouija shark. Now, I have a reputation for not enjoying Wild Eye. And yes, I do know Wild Eye Releasing is just a distribution company. I mean, it's like Troma.
Right.
And I have been on record saying that even though I am not a fan of it, I have found that little diamond in the rough, with Baby Frankenstein. So I am not a 100% hater of Wild Eye,
Right.
but I reviewed a Ouija Shark, and of course I was not a fan of it. But
Really?
Patrick was a big cheerleader because he said that my video was very entertaining. You know what I
Oh,
mean? And that's what I like to do. I'm the type of guy. Lots of people do rants on YouTube, and you can tell they're kind of, not to toot my own horn. A lot of them are kind of fake. A lot of them are kind of scripted, and a lot of them are kind of just lame, like cussing out the director type of thing. I try to do it in an entertaining way, and I still try to find some of the good. I did find some good and entertainment in a Ouija Shark, as little as there was, and I gave it credit. So
hey, you made a
it,
classic for $212 Canadian.
yeah, well, sometimes I watched it for free, and I still feel ripped off. But that kind of started like a little fun poking the bear between Patrick and I. Ever since then, he's always trying to get me to watch a Ouija Shark 2. He's always sending me the next, okay, this is the next shark movie that you were going to watch. This is the next shark movie you got to watch. So that gave me the idea for last year, and I did Shitty Shark Week. And it was me scrounging Tubi for whatever shark movie I could find. And
Shark
sadly,
love.
sadly, it ended up unintentionally being a Mark Polonia week for 6 out of 7 videos. But again, Patrick was championing this, and so God bless you. I appreciate the support as always. And then you wanted me to do Shark Week 3
Three.
or Shitty Shark Week or whatever, and I didn't want to. You know what I mean? And it had nothing. It didn't have anything to do with Wild Eye itself. It was more just Mark Polonia. I'm like, I'm done. I can't do it. So we kind of had a little bit of an agreement between Patrick and I. Um, we decided that we will do 5 shark movies, or
That's right.
I will do 5 shark movies.
That I
Patrick's,
think.
yeah, Patrick's choice. And what we're gonna do is because since I said I can't do 7 videos in 7 days anymore. I don't have the strength anymore. And also, life's just busy. So we agreed that we're going to do 1 per week on my channel of shark movies that Patrick has chosen. But the kicker was, okay, Patrick has to do and discuss or watch and discuss 5 movies, 1 per week on his channel. And they do not have to be shark films. They can be whatever I decide to pull out of my ass that is available on Tubi. So, because again, I don't want anyone to pay for anything, to collab with. And you were all for this for a while. And
I was very excited for a while. I was like, this is, I'm going to send out my good friend Eric. I'm going to show him that I know quality shark movies. I'm gonna pick him out some winners.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to be enthused and get hyped up for Shark Week 4. So
Mm-hmm.
I sent some high quality shark movies your way. I didn't want you to, I didn't want you to watch them and go like, oh shit,
Well,
you know,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pull up my Tubi list, or my Tubi queue, however you want to call it, so people will know what I am going to watch. Patrick, I believe you've already watched all of your films, right?
yeah. I watched all mine, and they are already in the chute, ready for action. I
Okay.
will say a disclaimer that if your eyes burn out, burn your retinas out, talk to Eric. I had nothing to do with it.
Okay. Before I go through the sharks, how about we talk about the schlock without giving too much away? Patrick, do you want to give out the films that I made you watch and maybe just a little bit of
Uh,
information on them?
okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really was expecting the worst of the worst. I really was. And
Mm-hmm.
this is the movies that Eric picked out for me. Um, all first time watches too.
Good.
First movie that I watched was Creep Show 3. I didn't even know there was a Creep Show 3. I did not even know that. I'm like, Creep Show, there was no Creep Show 3. There was, and I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Did you
next
now?
up,
One thing before I didn't mean to cut you off. Did you go in pretty much blind to these films, or did you do a
oh
little bit
yeah.
of research?
No, the only thing, no, I didn't do any research at all. I just, I went ahead and brought them up on Tubi and just hit the only thing that caught me, and I just like, I was just I was so hating me so hard on this. So and that was well I'll do the second movie, and this I
Okay.
think I surprised you with this one.
Mm-hmm.
River of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
We got that one. You ran it on that one. You I didn't you
I
rant that one?
I always do. I did that one for Frenzy's birthday month because he knows I'm a big wrestling fan, and there are three pro wrestlers in it. It's a town plagued by evil spirits. Two of them are played by Psycho Sid Vicious and Kevin Nash, and the sheriff is played by Kurt Angle.
Yeah,
So that one was still fresh in my brain. So I'm like, Patrick, it's
never
on
heard
your
of it.
plate.
Yeah, I had never heard of it at all,
Mm-hmm.
and so I managed to survive River of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Next up was a classic from the 80s. I was like, but I had heard of this one. I had
Mm-hmm.
heard of this one. You said it was Don't Go Into the Woods
Yep.
Alone. I had heard of that one because I had watched that review on a Slasher Movie Club.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, I could still hear Coriander going, that's some bullshit. And
Yeah.
night going over there going like, we're headed into dark territory,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't think I would ever watch it. I thought,
Uh-huh.
well, but lo and behold, it's on the list, so I had to watch Don't Go in the Woods Alone.
Yeah, that was
Uh,
one Frenzy and I did. That was actually when we still had the podcast. That was actually our first request ever. So, and what a way to start with requests. So I'm like,
was that your only request after that movie? After you did that movie, was that the only request after?
no, we had
After?
we done a handful of requests. Temple of Doom, I think, was one. Streets of Fire was one. But
Mm.
Don't Go Into the Woods was definitely the worst request that we did. But not to show his cards. We don't know if Patrick liked it or not. But
Um,
I figured if me and Frenzy have to see it, let's invite our friend Patrick to see it as well.
and I watched it, and I shared my thoughts with it in
Mm-hmm.
July.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth one is the Leprechaun's Game. And me being such an Irishman myself, I'm all about the Leprechaun.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the series, and the little Hogswoggle.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to see Hogswoggle in this one, but we will see a Leprechaun. And I did. I expected to get leprechauns, and I saw leprechauns. And yeah. Um,
The funny thing is, yeah, he's showing his cards a little bit. I can't. This is the video I'm waiting for the most from Patrick because he's really trying to bite his tongue with what he wants to say. Look at that! Look at that body language right there. This was the arrow in the heart. The stake through the heart. However you want, but this is the video I'm most excited for, other than your final choice or your final
My
pick.
final choice, and I was not expecting this. I did not expect I would get get a movie of this level.
Yeah,
So
I wanted it to at least give you a movie that might not have been schlock, but it is never discussed, never talked about, and something I really enjoy. So,
this, without breaking the bank or anything else like that, I'll get that. I tell you easily, the last movie you gave me was definitely my favorite.
mhm,
Um, that's all I'll say about it. And especially the one big hook, which I'm
mhm,
sure you spotted too.
mhm,
I'm dead sure you spotted it.
mhm,
Um, yeah, and that's Sushi Girl from 2012.
mhm.
I
That
don't want to talk about that one because that movie deserves to be talked about and seen all on its own. Those are the five movies that I got picked out, and I I only got like four scratches from the cheetah. So
mhm,
I thought I got away pretty easily, because most of the time he just would have fucked my shit up. Hey,
mhm,
let's watch a movie, Paladin, and then I watch what I watch, and he just will fuck me up. Um,
right.
I managed to only get four scratches during the watching of these, so I felt pretty lucky. But tell us about the quality movies that I sent you. I sent you quality movies.
Well, and I'm going to say this in the order I'm going to watch them. Because there's only one I told you that I'm saving for last because it's the sequel to the catalyst that started it all. I'm also going into these blind. The only thing I know, I'm not even reading the description on Tubi. But the first film you sent to me, and the reason why I'm actually interested in this is it came out in 2011. I'm interested because it has DB Sweeney and one of my first crushes ever, Christy Swanson, and that is Swamp Shark. And I have no Patrick. What am I getting into with Swamp Shark?
You know what? You're gonna get into a lot of fun.
Okay.
It's a lot. There's something to be said to see really well known, performers that you know and like. It's
Mm-hmm.
really something fun to see them do a creature feature.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
really and I liked it.
All right. All right. The next one, 2021's. I don't recognize any names, but that doesn't mean anything. 2021's Shark Huntress. Patrick, what am I getting into with Shark Huntress?
That one's completely blind myself.
Oh,
I saw the babe with the butt, and I said, well, see, I'm gonna send him some quality. It has a hot babe on it. I mean, what more do you want in a shark movie?
that's true. That's true. Next, now this is the one I'm worried about the most. This is the one I'm worried about the most. It could be dumb fun because I myself love my schlock and my air quotes garbage movie. One person's garbage is another person's treasure. Again, from 2021. I don't even really want to say this name. Sharks of the Corn. Patrick.
That one is surprisingly emotional. I think this would rank right up there between Jaws and Jaws 2 as far as how excellent it is, and it'll probably become your new favorite shark movie. Not that I've seen it, of course, but
You need to work on your lying. But again, it could be dumb fun. I am no room to
it could
judge, and
be.
some of the stuff I really like are bad movies. Next, we have from 2004, Jeff Fahey. So I'm interested. I don't know how long he's in it. Jeff Fahey is also in Sushi Girl, so we have a little bit of connection there. Blue Demon, which is an interesting title for a shark film. Like I said, I'm not going to read the summary. Patrick, Blue Demon.
I was looking for another one with a similar name that was called the Black Demon, and that was
Okay.
what George Lucas on it. And so, it had been on Tubi, and that's the one I wanted to share because the ones that for sure I wanted to, because I wanted to tangle it up a little bit. And I love Josh Lucas. I think he's one of my favorites. But it would taken off. It wasn't on Tubi, so but they
Mm-hmm.
had this one on there, and I saw Jeff Fahey's name, and I'm going like, you
Mm-hmm.
know what? I'm gonna go with that because Jeff Fahey he's done his fair share of creature features, and he's actually really good at them.
He
So
like he can be in air quotes. It's always air quotes when I say bad movies because who am I to fucking judge? You know what I mean? You know, uh, and we always go for the fun factor. That's my reason for watching movies. Jeff Fahey has been in some great films and he's been in some bad films. Lawnmower Man, not the best. Psycho 3, kind of boring, but he's always great. You know what I mean? Body Parts with Brad Dourif. That's a really underrated horror movie, in my opinion. But he's also fantastic in Planet Terror. You know what I mean? As the cook, as the chef. So if Jeff Fahey's in the cast, I'm definitely freaking there.
Robert Rodriguez uses him all the time. He was in Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
That's
He was
right.
really good. Yeah,
And
he was really good.
I think he was. I could be wrong. I think he was in Django Unchained too. I think Tarantino snatched him for a scene or not. But
Right.
final film to end the week, hopefully, or end the month, hopefully, on a good note. The one that's the sequel to the thing that started it all. I don't know if you've seen it or not yet, Patrick. I will be ending the month with a Ouija Shark 2. Now, have you seen it yet?
I have not seen it, but I can tell you
Mm-hmm.
that I did not pick this out of random. I picked this for a purpose, is because I know the director's work.
Okay.
This is not the same director as in Ouija Shark. This is a real director.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen another one of his movies, and it's great.
Okay.
So I have very high hopes that you'll really. I'll watch Ouija Shark 2 by the time we get to it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm confident it will be a very entertaining movie. I'm
I
confident.
I'll say this. I did not have fun overall with the Ouija Shark. I mean, you're not supposed to take these movies serious. Come on. You know what I mean? But I still had my problems with the first one. I watched the trailer to a Ouija Shark 2 when it first came out because, of course, Patrick's the one who sends it to me. And I'll tell you this, the tone of this, the problem with a Ouija Shark is it really tried to take itself serious. You know what I mean? Which it shouldn't have. That was a
No,
problem. A Ouija Shark 2 looks balls to the walls, crazy. It knows what it is. So I'm optimistic. You know what I mean? This could be a lot of bad fun. And
right,
that's what I look for in any type of film, any type of movie. And
right.
so I am very optimistic with a Ouija Shark 2, but obviously if I don't, you will know personally. But I'm really looking forward to not just because I'm kind of throwing you under the bus and making you watch some garbage that I know is garbage. But you also get Sushi Girl. Um, it's fun to kind of keep this, I guess you say, theme of bad shark movies going on my channel because someone actually enjoys watching me discuss them.
Oh my
And
God,
so,
it's the best.
this might be painful for me, Patrick, but I'm really looking forward to doing this because I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun regardless, even if
I'm
I
sure it
gotta
will be.
let loose on you in every video.
I am sure that I am sure that you'll enjoy every one of them.
Hmm.
I do. I think you will. I can tell you right now that I like to sit there and say, oh man, Eric, I'm enjoying every movie you sent me to, but I'd be fucking lying to you.
No,
Like,
and that's the thing. That's one thing I told you, Patrick. I said be 100% honest when you discuss the films that I sent you because
oh,
that's one thing I say. I don't bullshit with what I don't like, and I said if we're doing this, I want you to be completely honest because I'm trolling you for some of them.
oh yeah, this is fun. This
Yeah.
is fun. Sharks versus Schlock. I mean, Sharks and Schlock.
Hmm.
Just actually going to be it's going to be slamming. It's
Hmm.
going to start the first Wednesday of July.
Hmm.
I put all my videos start at noontime.
Okay.
So I'm not sure when Eric will schedule his. Mine will be coming out on Wednesdays at noon. So you guys all can come over there and catch the latest review of Sharks
Hmm.
versus Schlock.
Hmm.
And if you have suggestions of movies that you think that me and Eric should take a look at, by all means, you can feel free to drop by our channels and drop in the worst of the worst.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what I plan on doing, I'm going to check my YouTube studio or whatever, like when the most people are on my channel. I'm definitely not going to drop at the same time as you, but I'll see it. It'll be the same time every Wednesday, obviously. And what I'm going to do, I'm also going to create a playlist with this video here as the first video, since we're explaining everything, and then I'm going to include all of my videos, all of your videos as well. So if people want to binge watch, it'll be a lot of fun. And then we will decide whatever a date towards the end of next month for you and I to do a little quick stream like this to end it and give our thoughts on the actual Sharks and Schlock, sitting through some of the stuff we had to sit through, but then just
See
the
which one,
experience in general.
yeah, see which one of us, loved the other one enough to send them the high top quality films.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think what we'll do is, since I mean, I don't know what you've said in your videos yet, but we're also going to rank our five films. So I'm going to rank my five, you're going to rank your five, and that end of the month live stream type of thing. So
it's funny you use the word rank because that would probably be pretty much describing what we watch.
yeah, exactly. But all bullshit aside, all the many Instagram messages you send me, and I just say no.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, even if the movies are not. It's good to collab with you, Patrick, and
I'm really enjoying this. I really enjoy this. This is something for fun. This is not to
mhm,
be taken serious.
yeah,
This is absolutely what it's supposed to be about. Doing movies like this. And the fact of the matter is that we are talking about a lot of these movies. And I will say this, that we're having a lot of fun with this. We're not, it's not a hatchet job on anybody. It's just
no,
really honest feelings. So
yeah,
I enjoy this. This sort of reminds me of doing dollar theater. It's
hmm
like you just never know what you're gonna get. Something fun, and you just don't know. You just gotta,
and
yeah,
and that's why I said, you know what, I have that reputation of kind of crapping on Wild Eye, but there's Baby Frankenstein out there, and you know how much I enjoyed that movie. That's like a yearly October watch for me because I really enjoy. Even my daughter liked Baby
yeah.
Frankenstein.
It's
I
a
got
good
another one
movie.
of my friends to watch it, and he loved Baby Frankenstein. Even Frenzy really liked it too. So there are
You
those,
know,
and you really don't know unless you give something a chance. And that's why I
yeah,
kind of like you gave me this little bit of kick in the ass to me to give some chances to these movies that I would never have watched a Ouija Shark or Swamp Shark or any of that stuff. You know what I mean?
right, right. I think this is gonna be definitely the highlight of the summer for the
Hmm
whole community. I think they're all gonna come over see what we've done. And either Team Patrick or Team Eric, as far as which one had to endure the most.
hmm
um, you know and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it kicks off on July 3rd, and
Yeah.
the next 5 weeks after that. Can't wait.
Yep. Every Wednesday. It's going to be a lot of fun, and if I'll tell you what, if we get a lot of good positive feedback, maybe in a handful of months or so, we'll do another Schlock week type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
revenge of the Schlock or Sharks. I mean, that
Yeah.
definitely the next round could be really something to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it all
Could be.
depends on you guys. I want you
Yeah.
to come out and support Eric here on his channel. He's got a load of fun movies to watch. I know that Horror Freak 85 is in here. He is
hmm
a wild eye
He is.
maven. He
hmm
is. He's interviewed. He's actually interviewed Brett Kelly on his
Okay.
show. He did Ouija Shark, and he also interviewed Mark Polonia on his channel as well. So he is Mr. Wild Eye.
Oh.
So I'm sure he'll be watching both of our shows and giving feedback.
Yeah.
The kind of feedback that we're gonna get, I have no idea.
That's right, but feedback is still feedback, and it helps a little, as friends you would call Google spiders, to help promote this. So we're gonna end this real quick. For myself, for Patrick, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Please check out Patrick's channel as well. Like I said, I'm gonna change the description. I'm gonna throw out every film that's going to be discussed for Sharks and Schlock Month, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, regardless of what we've already had to sit through. Patrick?
Steven has stayed here throughout the whole show. Says
Yep.
Ouija Shark is actually better than the first. Yes, Ouija Shark 2 is going to be better than the first one. The first one can't get any worse. It just,
Oh, well,
it
I don't
just
know because there's always Sharkula, and I don't ever want to discuss that film ever again. And on that happy note, I'm once gonna say thanks for everybody that showed up in the stream every Wednesday. Time pending. If you click the bell to our channels, you'll know when we upload it. But every Wednesday, there'll either be a shark or a schlock movie discussed on our channels for the entire month, and then we'll get back together. We'll rank them, and then we'll see who hates who more. So with that, I want to thank you for your time, Patrick, and I
Oh,
will
thank
tell
you, man.
everybody, cheers. See you next month.
Peace.